Hi, I've been using Sonoff devices in Home Assistant for a while, but everything changed when I switched to the HACS integration. Today I'll show you why it's better than the official eWeLink one, and how to install it in just a few minutes. Let's dive in. I've been using the official eWeLink add-on for a long time, but recently I started running into issues. It would stop working multiple times, and I had to restart it constantly. So I decided to try the Sonoff integration from HACS, and honestly, the difference is noticeable. It's faster, more responsive, and on some devices it can even run locally. You also get more entities, better sensor and switch support, and access to more advanced information. And one of the biggest advantages, it's updated much more frequently. Now let me show you how to install this add-on. If I go to the integrations menu and search for Sonoff, you'll notice it doesn't appear. That's because this integration is available through HACS, not the official Home Assistant store. So before we continue, you need to have HACS installed. If you haven't done that yet, I'll leave a link here to my video where I show you exactly how to install it. Once HACS is installed, go into HACS and search for Sonoff. The integration will appear in the results and you can select it. Then, in the bottom right corner, click the download button. A pop-up will appear showing the latest version. You can choose an older version if you want, but I recommend installing the latest one. Click download. It only takes a few seconds. After the installation is complete, you'll need to restart Home Assistant. To do that, go to Settings, then System, click the power icon in the top right, and select Restart Home Assistant. Once Home Assistant restarts, go to Settings, then Devices and Services. Click Add Integration and search for Sonoff. Now it appears in the results as a custom integration. Select it and a pop-up will ask for your eWeLink account credentials. Enter your details and click Submit. After that, you'll see a list of all your devices. You can rename them and assign them to areas, but for now I'll just click Skip and Finish. As you can see, the integration is now installed, and in my case it detected 48 devices. If I open the integration details, I can see all my Sonoff devices listed here. And if I select one of them, I can access its details, and of course control it directly, like turning it on and off. Now let me show you the difference between a device using the official eWeLink integration and the same device using the Sonoff integration. I'll use my living room switch as an example. First, I go into edit mode and duplicate the existing card. Then I reposition it so I can see both versions side by side on the dashboard. Now in the entity dropdown, you'll notice there are two living room devices. The one currently selected is linked to the eWeLink integration since I duplicated the original card. But now I'll switch it to the one below, which is connected to the Sonoff integration, and save. Now I have the same device twice, one using eWeLink and the other using Sonoff. If I press and hold the eWeLink version to open the details, I can see the usage graphs. But if I go into settings, there are limited options. This integration doesn't expose much configuration. And in the attributes section, I can only see basic information like the state. Now let's check the same device using the Sonoff integration. Here, I also get the history graphs, but when I go into settings, I have a lot more control. I can change how the device is displayed, customize the icon, and adjust other options. There's also a device info section where I can see detailed information about the integration and the device itself. So as you can see, the Sonoff integration gives you much more flexibility and control. Another great advantage is the increased compatibility with devices. Let me show you an example. I'll add a new state badge to the dashboard. And for the entity, I'll select my entrance panel. Right away, you can see that both temperature sensors are available. With the eWeLink integration, this wasn't possible. As you can see on the right, those options simply didn't exist. So this integration exposes more entities and gives you access to more features. And this is just one example. There are other devices where you'll also get additional functionality with this integration. Now, if you already have your setup using the eWeLink integration, you'll need to reconfigure it to use the new Sonoff integration. Let me show you a quick example. I'll use my living room switch again. I go into Edit mode, open the card, and in the Entity dropdown, I simply select the other living room device, the one linked to the Sonoff integration. Then I hit Save. Now, if I press and hold the switch, you can see it's connected to the Sonoff integration. Just keep in mind, you'll need to do this everywhere the entity is used, like in automations, dashboards, badges, and so on. It does take a bit of time to update everything, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. And that's it for this video. I hope it helped you understand why the Sonoff integration from HACS is such a great alternative to the official eWeLink add-on, and how to get it up and running in your own setup. If you found this useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Home Assistant content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.